Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and it'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll look to run with Nwangu. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Second and short now following the fumble. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyron Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins now. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Fielded at the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Again, it's Hunt, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on to PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Terrace Marshall, a big range rangy receiver and part of LSU's national championship team of 2019 makes a nice catch there for a first down. He was the first offensive player selected by Matt Rule, the head coach of the Panthers. Remember, they went all defense in 2020 and took J.C. Horn with their first-round pick this year.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick and a short return to the 6-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back near the goal line, Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down throw for Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it up, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the second round in 2019 as his eventual replacement.
And that pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when he sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here? And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, quick slant to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The drive starts with a completion left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins to throw it. Drops this off with Nwangu. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikingsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about the mass up.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired.